So now let's talk about when he got into preschool. So because my son's birthday is in December, you know, he's late, which I was like, you know, I'm okay with that because he's a boy. Boys need more time to mature. No problems. We live in New Jersey. These are the rules. Okay. His first, oh my God, this teacher, she was so, I pray for her because seriously, that's not the sort of teacher that a kid like him needed. She was like super strict and rigid herself. She would just complain about him all the time instead of like giving him support and guidance. It was like, oh, he doesn't eat at lunchtime because he can't use the utensils, or she would always make it sound like he was doing things deliberately. I'm like, okay, the kid is 3. Like, he's not trying to not eat. And like I told you, he was always small, and he still was at that age. So that was always like super concerning for me, right? He wouldn't want to hold the pencils or the crayons the way like in that tripod position. He would still do it like a kid who's younger than him. I took him for an evaluation for occupational therapy, and he qualified for it, but he didn't qualify for like speech therapy or physical therapy at that time either. This teacher would always be complaining about all the things he couldn't do. But they had him in like a pre-K4 class, but he was 3, he wasn't 4 yet. I asked them to put him in the pre-K3. There wasn't any room, so they put him in this pre-K4 class, and I could see it was affecting his self-esteem because this woman was constantly complaining about him. Oh, one other thing, Aaron had no issues potty training, which a lot of kids on the spectrum do. Aaron did not have that problem. For the most part, again, meeting most of his milestones, it was the fine motor movements. He needed some strength in his hands and stuff like that. So that was really where I could say he was delayed. But everything else pretty much advanced. He also struggled later on with like even riding a bicycle, a scooter, any of those things. But he still didn't meet criteria for physical therapy because he could go up and down steps, he could jump, he could run, he did all of those things. He would try with the tricycle, but he could never like pedal it himself. Again, like super advanced with his speech and language, always. Still learning lots of facts, so, you know, he could memorize really well. Like, he has a wonderful memory still to this day. And his speech is really, like, he's very articulate to this day. Like, I love having conversations with him. But also very rigid. Like, he wants to talk about what he wants to talk about, and he will tell you everything about those topics. And he's not really going to ask you about, like, what are you interested in? There's no, that reciprocal back and forth sort of conversation is missing with him, right? So he'll tell you everything about what he wants to tell you about, but he's not going to be like, oh, what do you like? Or, you know, show me. And he's not going to really be interested in whatever you're interested in if it's not his topic of interest. He wasn't really developing good friendships because the other kids his age were into like Paw Patrol, superheroes, and Aaron wasn't. Aaron was into the solar system. Aaron was really into dinosaurs. So if other kids were into those things, those were the kids that maybe he could have conversations with and, you know, friendships with, but otherwise he wasn't really interested. And to be honest with you, I was a lot like that when I was younger too. I was not interested in kids when I was young. I always felt like an adult around kids, and I thought like they were young even though they were my age, but I felt like they were young. And I was always alone also in like preschool because I considered myself like an adult. Really, that's when things started to like really stand out for me even more, because I was like, he's not like the other kids.